everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 62 of F1 Manager 22. Here's Mercedes, done with the European stretch of the schedule, on to Singapore to head to Asia and the Americas. Race 17 and 22 up ahead in 3 weeks or so. Just a little regulation vote, and we got some new parts being developed on the car. Actually got some suspension research that'll be done in about a week. Let's skip ahead to that a little bit. Also got a regulation vote result. That is... Stop. You're still going. Financial changes. Everybody is for the new changes, I guess. Well, we voted against. So what's going to happen is the... they kind of screwed last place where they don't make any more money, but teams 5th through 9th in the championship are going to get more money, while whoever scores the most points going to make less money. Kind of dumb. But I get it in terms of parity. But they really screw 10th place, don't they? That's the dumb part. Anyways. Research complete of the suspension. And that's really all of our resource points. That's what we're going to do. Let's just keep working on more suspension projects anyway. I mean, doesn't hurt. That'll be done in another 16 or 17 days. That's fine by me. Keep moving forward here. Wind tunnel refurbished. Gearbox poor condition. Yeah, let's take a look-see. I forgot we need some new engine components here. Car 1. Actually, let's go to the warehouse. So engine-wise, we're going to keep that for Lewis on Car 1. Car 2. Engines are just barely hanging on. We're probably going to practice on this engine, switch to this engine, so we don't have to switch out just yet. ERS. That's fine on both cars. Gearbox. Going to change that new one for Lewis. George's gearbox just fine. Keep moving forward. And we got a new rear wing that can be designed. And you know what? We are going to emergency manufacture that. There we go. Manufacture 6 of them. We're going to throw those on the car now. And before we do that, quick car analysis. Low speed and medium speed corner is going to be key here. Not at the top of the charts. Hopefully it's not Ferrari. Okay, well, Ferrari's got us beat and low speed cornering. Well, got us beat in both. We're better in high speed cornering. Red Bull has probably got the fastest. Yes, they still do. Well, McLaren's even doing well low speed corners. That's why they're better this year. Okay. So, still got a lot of parts in the works. They're going to improve this car to the best of its ability ahead of Singapore, or through the remainder of the season. And she got some driver development points to use as well. Performance targets, we should probably also take care of those. I think we're going to qualify at least 5th. Let's get those. Finish position. Fast lap, don't think we're going to get those. Qualifying position. That's fine there. For Bierman, you got a point where you're going to put that into braking. Lewis, we're putting yours into braking as well. And George into overtaking. Staff, can we use any points for you? Mosconi has one. Pit crew management, make those stops a bit better. Also, Jared Murphy's got a point to use. That is going into cooling, because you always need more work on that. All right, we are all set here. Off to Singapore. Oh, before we do that, quick run down the points. We are leading the constructors over over Ferrari by 22 points. They're the defending constructors champions. And we're 40 ahead of Red Bull. Driver standings, George Russell leading over Max Verstappen by 31 points. Now off to Singapore. And Q2 is just wrapped up in Singapore. A lot of grid penalties, including Lewis, who's got a 5-place grid penalty for changing out the gearbox. We're through to Q3, though. Also through are both Red Bulls, both Ferraris as expected, both Alfa Romeos, one McLaren and one Alpine, respectively, Valtteri Bottas and Esteban Ocon. Grid penalties this week, besides Lewis, you got Verstappen, Gasly, Alonso, Bottas, also Stroll and Schumacher. So effectively, hopefully, we should be starting P3 behind the Ferraris. Though who knows, maybe we can threaten for pole here. Okay, wasn't quite expecting me this far down the order, but probably should put our brand new set of softs on. We also took a second set of scuffs because we're probably going to start on softs to start the race. So with that, we want to start on sticker softs. So current law of the land, or lay of the land, got Verstappen, Sainz, and Gasly. So effectively Sainz is on pole right now. Bottas pulled off a rip overlap. He's up in P4, Leclerc P5. Got Alonso and Ocon ahead of us. So effectively right now, I think we should be starting P5 with George. Just have to wait and see once it's all said and done here. Nobody's on a fresh set of softs. I don't even know if the other driver's going to have a fresh set to start with here. But sector-wise, Verstappen goes purple in Sector 1. And purple Sector 2. Lewis at least improving on his laps. George not improving at all. So that's a bit concerning. But it's probably going to be a mess of a race. Every single time we come here, there's like full of safety cars. So I'm sure that's not going to change whatsoever. Why isn't that scoring like extra sectors there? That's weird. Okay, well, Lewis didn't improve. That's awfully odd. George doesn't improve either. Gonna have to see where we grid out this, but effectively Sainz should be on the pole here. Oh, we're 9th and 10th. Fantastic. So Verstappen's credited with pole, however, he's got grid penalty. George starting P7, Lewis starting P12. Again, we're going to start on a fresh set of softs here and probably go the hard tire at the very end. Actually, I don't know why. Yeah, we're going to do it like that. We're going to stretch out the softs all the way. Yeah, we're not going to make the mediums go that long. I don't know why they're thinking that's a good strategy. But we're not going to push on the softs either, considering we're going to make them go as far as we can. With that, all good to go for the Singapore Grand Prix.
Is it?
Ferrari on the front row here. I think Red Bull's only on blocked out row 2 still.
And away we go.
Yes, they did. I think everybody's on these softs here. Only cars in the mediums: Albon, Joe, Stroll, and Latifi. Let's see if Lewis can make some work done, or get some work done here. He's got the Alfa Romeo right next to him. Lewis can afford to be a bit aggressive. George also has some engine issues right now. Problem is, he's going to have to take a new one ahead of the next race.
Yeah, don't sweat it, Lewis. Don't sweat it.
So that's a bit of a problem.
Just moved up a place.
I think Lewis is probably going to have to take a new engine as well, so I think Coda's up next. We're going to need all the horsepower we can get, and sure, we'll get a grid penalty, but gotta do what we gotta do. Anyway, Sainz gets the getaway here. Perez jumps Leclerc. He's up to P2. Leclerc P3. Verstappen P4. At least we're ahead of the McLarens right now. I think Bottas did have a grid penalty. Couldn't quite recall there. Long way to go. 61 laps. And as many cautions and safety cars as this track usually has, no way anyone's throwing in the towel right now. Sure, we got Lewis outside of the points and George only P7. Still plenty of time to get stuff done. Tires are much fresher than everybody else, except Norris and Ricciardo. Both have fresh softs as well. Turn the overtake on with Lewis.
Press overtake.
See if we get anything done. Because AI likes sticking to that preset strategy, so they're going to come in a lot sooner than us. Hey, we got a multi-car incident. What happened? No safety car just yet.
The wall. Yep, one.
Looks like it was Magnussen.
We can take a look
Back of the
now.
grid.
Now watch this. Here's the moments involving Albon.
So I guess Magnussen crashes into Albon into the corner. Yeah, he locks it up.
Oh no!
Hits both of them. That's a pretty big hit.
Mark my words, there'll be questions asked.
Both of them are still going, though. Magnussen has no wing. Neither does Albon, though Albon actually looks worse off.
His fastest lap.
So, lap 6, Lewis not really gaining that much right now. He's still stuck behind Gasly. Got George stuck behind Ocon, who's stuck behind Alonso. Up front, you got 4-car breakaway. Perez leading the Ferraris. Verstappen bring up the rear of this little train in 4th. It's actually Sainz. Going to take a lunge here. And grab lead. Getting a bit tired of being stuck behind those guys, so we're going to send it on Gasly here because Ricciardo's starting to fall up from the McLarens. So the quicker we can get around these two, the better off we're going to be. Gasly's all over the rear wing of Ricciardo, trying to get around him. The Alpine has fallen off the DRS range of both McLarens. George, meanwhile, still hanging on to the range from Ocon. DRS zone on the front here coming up. See if he can get anything done. Not there. Leader starting to come in. Sergio Perez first to hit the pit lane. As Gasly and Ricciardo also coming in as well. So move Lewis up to P10. Problem is, he's still got a distance to get up to the McLarens though. They're not that fast themselves, so hopefully he can kind of do it on his own. Perez switched onto the hard tire. Gasly, Ricciardo. Let's see what they do here. Also the hard tire for Gasly. Hard tire for Vettel. Hard tire for Ricciardo. Edge in the top 3 are going to stay out a bit longer. Maybe switch to the mediums. That might be a bit long a stretch of mediums though. That's why we extended our stint on the softs. See what happens. See if we can close on the McLarens here with Lewis. So as we're pushing with Lewis, Leclerc and Verstappen also pitting. Ocon, Alonso, and Bottas also pitting. So George, you're just going to run standard from now.
You have fastest lap.
Let's see if we could deploy a little bit of the ERS. All right, the Red Bull and the Ferrari all switching to the mediums. Everyone here looks like they're switching to the mediums.
In the pit lane now.
That appears to indeed be the case.
Now pitted.
Still got Lewis back up to the McLaren, so gonna hang on here. Gonna push as hard as we can with the ERS with George right now. Try to get as big of a gap as we can. Surprised we still haven't had a safety car yet. One right now would be ideal. Get a nice and easy pit, and I'll double stack him. I don't care. I think the auto-generated pit strategy might just make the AI do it dumb here. And Carlos Sainz, the last of the leaders to pit. Imagine Lando will be coming in now as well. Yes, he is. So we'll have the Mercedes running 1-2 for now.
So you got fastest.
And George fastest lap at that. There you go. They're going to be both on the medium tire, looks like. So yeah, we'll just keep pushing on here. Next, George got a little bit of excess fuel, so he could burn that a little bit.
Let's lift and coast.
Looks like out of the pits.
Cover it.
That's Verstappen jumping the Ferraris. Perez bringing up the tail of the field there. As the McLarens get ahead of these guys. All right, with Joe and Stroll holding up everybody, or holding up the McLarens, going to bring George in the pit this lap. It's going to switch to the mediums now. Brand new set of mediums.
So box.
As field's starting to close in on their fresher tires, but they've already churned through about 10% of the tire life. So it's extending the stint. Might pay off here. We're going to have a nice little gap when we come out of the pits. And Lewis, we're going to have pit on the following lap.
And think about let's lift and coast.
It's also going to go in mediums. Here comes George in the pit lane. Yes, okay. Set that for you, Lewis. You're pitting at the end of this lap.
So box.
Your tire's on 2.4 as there goes the field. Again, we're going to have a considerable lead over that second pack, as the McLarens are still getting held up. All right, just kind of run a balanced race here. And we'll get caught up hopefully soon. Well, hopefully we can take some chunks out of their time at all, but we'll see. Hopefully with the fresher tires, it might help. And Lewis is turning to pit now. See if he can best George's 2.4 second pit stop. And the tire's going on. George rounding the final corner now. As George going to cycle up to P5 there. Well, with the slower traffic holding on McLarens, we cycle up to P5, P6. Got some more work to do, though. Again, just going to kind of run a real neutral race. And see if we just get up there on their own. We're approaching halfway here, and here's the awkward thing. So we're not catching, losing time. And because we're losing time, and I think that might be because of George's engine, both of our guys are fighting. Which, oh well. Got Lewis currently ahead of George. In terms of drivers' standings implications. Ooh, someone spun. Sector 3, not sure who that was. It was a Ferrari. Carlos Sainz, I believe.
It's a big shunt.
Is he missing part of the wing?
Cover it.
I don't think he is.
Let's take a closer
What happened
look.
there?
Okay, here's the Ferrari.
Carlos Sainz bailing up there from P3. Yep. Ooh.
They've lost control.
Actually backed it in
and
there.
There's the
I don't know if there's any damage on that car, but works for me. So in terms of driver stands implications, we could just have Lewis pull over at the end of the race, just help George for the drivers. I mean, it's going to be a wash in terms of constructor standings anyways, but let's see what happens with Sainz as we keep progressing here. As they're still chewing through those tires. Yeah, we got a safety car. Okay, do we want to pit for fresher tires?
Safety car.
I think we're fine with what we got, so just set those down to conserve, and we'll catch up.
There's been a crash. Sounds like a
And we got a
simple
safety car for
Here's the
Latifi.
replay.
He's the cause.
Now just focus on the Haas. That crash is terrible.
Same deal
news for the
as
team.
Sainz's spin, but guess he could never really get going again. Going back green here. Go ahead, push a little bit.
Pick up the pace.
Copy.
At least on the fuel. Still not going to try to burn through the tires.
And push.
Yeah, safety car should start pulling away here soon.
So stop and charge.
There goes pulling this pit lane now.
Safety car in.
Back green. Now, as usually the case here in Singapore, cautions breed cautions. So, Carlos Sainz, by the way, looked like it was completely fine. Wasn't able to get back in DRS range, but was holding pace with the leaders. So, he's doing fine. All right, let's use the overtake here, see if we can get around Sainz.
Overtake is available.
At least before the DRS comes into play. Don't want to push the tires to get to the same point they are because we want to save a little bit for the end here. Oh, Lewis might be taking a look. Sainz actually backing off from Perez a little bit. See if we get the ERS working here. Well, not there.
More lift and coast.
Copy.
Keep seeing if Lewis can do it.
Really well executed.
There we go. Problem is, it probably burnt through it though. So see if we get a little bit of battery back.
Gained for Mercedes.
Okay.
Maybe push on the tires a little bit with Lewis.
DRS has been enabled. Just push.
There we go. Hopefully that'll help a bit. Let's try and get within DRS range of Perez here. Might just be there. Let's see. No, not there yet. But Perez not within a DRS range of
Just a little.
the top two, so
So no need to charge the pack.
See if we get George up around Carlos.
Covering.
Lewis creeping a bit closer with pushing on the tires.
Let's lift and coast.
Copy.
All right, Lewis within range. There we go. Meanwhile, George. Fast lap to Russell.
There by country mile.
A view of Lewis getting a pass on Sergio here. There you go, there's P3 for Lewis. That'll help us construct his points. Sector 3 got an accident. Safety car. Back it on down again. Tell ya. Cautions breed cautions.
There's been a crash.
There's
Let's take a
Magnussen
look
this
at the
time, the other
replay.
Haas.
Now just focus on the
Same
Haas.
corner. Turn 7. Maybe went bowling. Yes, he
Thank
did.
goodness nobody
Took an
else was
Aston with him.
involved. That's
Getting ready to go green. So we're going to
Use
push the
these
fuel
tires.
up and go a bit aggressive on the tires. Should be coming on through here momentarily. Everyone's allowed to save tread through there.
Off and charge. Understood.
Let's see what we could do. Safety cars might save us here. Don't think the safety car periods might be over though.
Copy.
So green flag's out. Stamping not really jumping on the pedal. Bringing him down real slow there. All right, it's Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes. We got fastest lap with George right now. Let's go for an overtake early.
Overtake press. Overtake press.
Not close enough to try anything on Leclerc there. No chance there. We'll just take it easy on the ERS for now. Probably back the tires down here in a bit. Still plenty of time. And plenty of laps to go. Our tires are still better than theirs, so they can still burn through theirs.
Cool the tires as much as you can.
Yeah, let's go back to normal now. We'll have more opportunities to push, don't you worry. George might look down the inside here. Put the power down. We're out of battery. That's going to be a problem. That's P5. That'll help the cause.
Great job.
Side by side for lead just about.
Copy.
Need Leclerc to, well, Don't want Verstappen to win the Drivers' Championship. We don't want Ferrari to win the Constructors. So let them keep fighting. We'll stay right behind them here. Probably back that back down for a little bit.
Decrease lift and coast.
Yep, fine.
All right. Back at it.
So charge off.
Under 10 laps to go. Interesting development that's going to help us. Sainz losing touch with the cars in front. He's out of the DRS zone. It's the 5-car train now. I don't think he's going to fall all the way back to the McLarens, but got to save a little bit of fuel right now. But tire tread doing a lot better than the top two, who's under 50%. That's kind of like the first part where you start to see a drop. Not as worried about Perez behind us on the hard tires, as performance is obviously better on the mediums. Might be able to sneak out a win here. Get something for Lewis. George, I don't think we're going to charge him to the front, but I think we can get around Perez. As Sainz actually closing. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that Ferrari is pretty darn quick. Is it Mercedes? And Ferrari. Us? Well, still work in progress. Fuel's getting low for Lewis. We're going to have to save a little bit. But in the meantime, we want to get a little bit of track position here. So got him set for the overtake. I think we can push on the tires a little bit now. Just go aggressive to the end. Not going to go on full attack.
And we'll push.
George is at least positive in terms of his fuel right now. Lewis maybe looking around the left side. I don't think he's going to get alongside here. Try putting the nose in, not going to work.
You have overtake.
Well, let's see if we get George around Sergio. That's not going to work. Needs more battery.
So charge the pack.
Copy.
I need to charge Lewis's pack here as well. It's not going to get it there.
At the moment.
Okay. Just flicks it down the inside. No chance there.
4 laps remaining.
Might be shaking Carlos loose again.
Just charge the pack.
Can do our fuel saving here.
But hot and temps, just going to need some lift and coast.
Understood.
That's positive. That's what I like to see. Set that back to balanced. Just get a little more battery in it. Alright, I think it's probably stopped now.
So stop and charge.
So
Oh, Leclerc binned it! 2 to go. Virtual safety car might end this way. Oh, boy. Well, that's going to hold off Ferrari, and Leclerc does to Leclerc again. See what happened there.
We've had a crash. Let's see what happened there. Okay, here's the Ferrari.
Yeah, just losing the corner. Wow.
There's the crash.
Hey, we'll take it. So we're coming 2 to go here. I don't know if this race is going to go back to green. But in case it does, just going to back everything down here. Might be able to make a charge. All right, virtual safety car is about to end here, so you know what? Let's go get this thing. Full attack, full push.
Just keep the pressure on. You can do this.
We got a half lap left. Back green.
VSC ending. DRS has been enabled.
Oh, George looking at the inside. Is up on the podium. Caution sector 2. Oh, it's in the back. Don't enter a safety car. We gotta get this thing. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Sounds like there's been contact.
We're not looking.
Yeah, copy. Temps are climbing. Temps are now climbing.
Last corner, I don't know if he's gonna get him. He's not, but we're gonna get a double podium. Verstappen wins in Singapore. Lewis P2. George Russell P3. And I think fastest lap. Well, I can't complain about a double podium. With Lewis gaining all the spots from his grid penalty, George does indeed lock up fastest lap. So top 10 there: Verstappen, Hamilton, Russell, Perez, Sainz, Leclerc, Bottas, Norris, Alonso, and Gasly. Rest of the finishing order: got Zhou Guanyu, Ricciardo, Vettel, Stroll, Schumacher, and having various calamities: Tsunoda, Albon, Ocon, Magnussen, and Latifi. Driver standings: Verstappen gains a little bit. Only 9 points on George, so leads now only 22. As Leclerc is virtually locked out. Not going to say fully is, though. Lewis, meanwhile, jumps around Pierre Gasly for 6th in the standings, 30 points behind Perez. Constructors, Red Bull jumps in the 2nd, and they only gained 3 points on us. We now have a, oh boy, doing math, 37-point lead over Red Bull, 38 points over Ferrari. That was kind of best case scenario. What happened there? Well, I thought we were off Dakota. Gonna be off to Suzuka up next, and gonna need some new engine components. So we're gonna take grid penalties of probably both cars. So see what we can work out there. But that's gonna do it for this episode of F1 Manager 22. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell for future episodes. And to everybody, thank you for watching.